What is going on, my dudes and dudettes? Showing you an SNS Serpentarium. I thought it'd be a little bit odd for a change, why not? Everyone has their odd moments where they wake up and just feel a bit. But anyway, let's get straight into it. Hopefully I'll become more normal as the video goes on. So today we're just gonna have a little chat about researching where your snake comes from. So what I mean by that is, for example, this is an African house snake. It is a Phylognosis African house snake. So obviously you've got your case sheets that are online, which is great. They're really useful, most of them are. But then what I like to do is go online, find out where these actually come from in the world. Obviously it's in Africa, in Togo I believe, off the top of my head. Don't quote me on that because this video is off the fly. I haven't actually researched the data for this for a long time. I just made a mental note of like the weather data and so on. But anyway, what I like to do then is have a look at the seasonal data for the species. So in the summer, jot down the temperatures, jot down the humidity, the rainfall, and so on. And then you do that for all of the months of the year, get an average sort of temperature and stuff going, and then you can build a picture of what the breeding cycle should look like, what the husbandry and stuff should look like. And then you can sort of link that up to the case sheets and so on, and you know, you can see for yourself. Then you can draw like a little mind map and see for yourself why we keep certain snakes a certain way, and this all comes down to what the region that the snake actually comes from is like. So it's a bit of like external reading for the hobby, if you like. It's not necessary, 100% necessary, but you can actually learn a lot of valuable information for it. For example, I read that, oh shit, I've forgotten what type of lizard it is now, but there's a type of lizard, and basically it's one of the bigger lizards, and basically we've been keeping them for so long now and keeping them a certain way, but it turns out in nature, a lot of the times of the year they actually almost starve to death, and that actually ends up increasing its life expectancy, believe it or not. So there's different things like that, through doing research about the environments that the snakes actually live in, you can actually come across, and you can maybe come across new husbandry techniques that work better for yourself and actually are better for the snake. So there's all sorts of different types of different datas like that you can look at. You can look at what their natural food sources are. Obviously, these being from Africa, they actually eat the same prey items in nature as what the royal pythons do, which is African soft fur rats or African soft fur mice, whatever you want to call them. You know what I'm talking about. Multi-means. And that's what they eat in nature. And so I find that when sometimes the females or the males go off food, sometimes, not very often, mind I gotta say, I find if I offer them a multi, bam, it's gone straight away. The multi's gone. You know, and they seem to digest it better, just like the royals seem to digest it better. And I saw the other day, like David Kaufman or Kaufman, I don't know, I actually know you say his name, sorry brother. He went out to, I believe, Suriname or Colombia or something like that, you know, where he was looking at the rainbow boas and the red-tailed boas out there, the true red-tails. And he was like, well, these are living in exactly the same environment in the wild, but we keep them very differently in captivity, which is quite interesting, really. It seems that someone along the lines doing the case sheets and stuff has dropped the ball somewhere, you know. So it's important really to look up all this data yourself, and make your own mind up then of how you should keep your snake. Obviously, guys, I'm not recommending you do a total 180 on whatever case sheet. Alright, I'm just talking about small adjustments. And if you think there does need to be a 180 on the case sheet, make it known. Chat to some people that really know their stuff, and maybe they'll agree with you. Maybe they'll think, yeah, actually you're right. And maybe it'll become a big movement then for whatever species in particular that you think the case sheet is wrong for. But yeah, that's all I can really talk about for this video, guys. I hope you've really enjoyed it as always. If you made it this far, drop us a like, subscribe if you're new around here, comment down below if you often research the local data and local ecosystems of where your snakes live. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.